the mix. You talked about a tank maybe just losing in the top lane gracefully, and it looks like that Zion is going to be the option. And we'll have to see if Mirwin's having a good day and he can just body the matchup and try and make that Renekton lane work for him. But anyone but Jollyman is welcome to...
well, do we know where Jollyman is from? What if he's Canadian?
Jollyman's Canadian.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Maybe Jollyman is the person who puts them up on our broadcast. Have you ever thought that?
True.
It's... we fold hexes, and it means a lot of that burst damage that comes through from the Electrocute Inara is good as Super just sends it on in, but Valkyrie's not on top for Upset, which would add damage, but hey, never mind. Bit of Phosphorus Bomb and a couple of autos, that'll do. Upset dodges away from not the big one, but the big one is in the hole. There it is, hits, good shield from Lospa to save the health bar of his AD carriers. Vladdy is in danger. As you said, the Between Worlds needs to be used now, but Jojo hits in mid-air.
MKOI in the mid lane, and even on that bottom side as well, Super and Alvaro fighting back against Upset. We talked about that Sheen spike for the core key you want to play on, and that's exactly what Jungle helped to achieve this, is easily setting up MKOI on the map. Razor trying to see if he can find something against Jojo.
Boy, 3 Talon strike. Wait for the audacious charge. Wind becomes lightning, tags him, but going in, Razor, hang on a minute, brother, did you know? He flashes away, and I have to say, Razor, it was very obvious they were doing Drake, and they were there.
Yeah, I'm not sure on that one. And now Mirwin's like, hang on, there's a low jungler in here, and I'm Renekton with Black Cleaver and ult.
Mirwin,
This sounds great.
Oh, cheeky Krog. Razor just used audacious charge, so now he has no way to get on out. He's got no Crescent Guard either, so it's a free kill. It's solo for Mirwin, and for Fnatic will be able to with the wave coming in. Mirwin will have that health stacking and ability to survive. Looking for the Rain of Anger to get to half HP as the circle comes out. There's the flash. Mirwin close to Dominus when it's there. Okay, the minion wave being shredded out. Razor almost tanks too far, but the Wild Growth helps Upset get the shutdown. While meanwhile, the dive on the bottom side does the exact same thing. Kill, however, goes over to the jungler as Jojo. We go back to his camera. Onto Vladdy, shifting sands, popped away between worlds, but into Jojo's hands, flushed away from the twofold hex. Jojo was so comfortable in our league as Vladdy getting bullied out by yet another matchup. This time it is Super as he holds on to the big one to threaten as Mirwin is going to get dove again, but guess what? Dominus up again. There's the wave to clear on out as Upset wants a bit more gold, but the wave is way too thin. We just turn back and look towards mid instead because there's the turret going down and a 3k gold lead. First turret blood going over to MKOI.
Mirwin just backing away. He's like, look, we're winning it elsewhere. I don't need to be here. Now he has support though. Goes back in.
Hello. They're going to go on in. Remember, Dominus is there, popped immediately onto Razor, who's right in the circle, and now Yoyo joins in. This ain't the same play as Teleport's going to come in, but maybe a little bit too late. Vladdy joins in, but he doesn't have that between worlds. Upset went into 2 people, and I don't know what Fnatic are doing, but MKOI love it. A triple over to Mirwin.
Get a couple of kills, and that could snowball me into a position I can hold the game. Unfortunately, it's a risk that doesn't pay off because Super was there, but I think it's a risk that you have to take as a player in that situation.
Yeah. So granted, you know, Upset close to getting another kill, getting some gold, and he has been the one who's been the strongest out of Fnatic here in this game, but now the game...
I mean, it's just a case of, do they just connect with the top lane instead? Because Fnatic are investing so much in holding this.
Raz looks like, I got a face check, guys. Here comes a Crescent Guard, but Elyoya blocking out for the time being. That shield is out, but now the Crescent Guard's down. Razok flashes away while Jojo sends a Scion into the team. Super will pick up that one. Jojo's now ultless, but he can just auto down. Upset gets a return kill, which, when you're this far behind, trading even ain't bad. But remember, it is where the peak is outrageous. Sometimes you can be a little bit of an inter, but that's fine. You're Jackie Love, you know, that's the way. Super's like that. Overstepping on a mid-wave, that's Jackie Love. Is he caught out? Yes. Flashes away. Arclight of Ruin slows him down. Barrier's there. The ulti. That's Jackie Love. But the rest of the team is going to benefit off it. His tidal wave is a 3-man between Worlds of Vladdy. Runs him into the rest of MKOI. That wasn't good at all. And Mirwin maybe like the shy. He's found an angle. He's found a good one at that. It will take the blast cone to get back over. While the rest of MKOI clean it on up. You know what? Super, if you're watching this, I think you like Jackie Love. Loftus going to run back. A double kill already given over to Jojo where the rest fall. And the funniest thing is, the timing could not be more perfect as Super dies, but the rest of the team will carry it home.
Thank God he has Prime Rookie in his mid lane with Jojo. Yes. Otherwise, that would have been an absolute disaster. But they get the kill under tower, they get the mid lane tier 2. and MKOI come away with a couple of
Crazy. This has been one of the best additions to LEC, watching chat.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
I know you are a chat aficionado. I see you in the
like,
Twitch. It just feels like it's, again, similar to the Sivir game where he has played well and has gotten these leads, but his team is not setting them up.
Razork knock up, Alvaro dead. Okay. Hey, Upset just got a shutdown on it. We were talking about it last night. This reminds me of LPL.
Yeah.
As this time's going to go down. Guys, we are just waiting for this big play that happens in front of Drake or Baron. For now, like, MKOI have full reign of the map. This reminds, here comes Mirwin. Let's see a fight happen. Fnatic have bought their time. Flaty's going to set it up. The weirding out. He gets poked out. And look at this already. So many members of Fnatic are losing their health bars on the side of the fight. Razork has no choice but to pull the button in. But Mirwin threatens from the side. Here's Jojo again. He ulties. He dies.
Upset.
Fnatic have found a fight. It's 1-for-1 though. So now Upset has to step forward, but Super is still a big threat. And the problem I see is that Razork died, giving away a smite. And while Jojo might be a big turkey, that dragon is free for MKOI.
Look, it is lost, but Upset holding hands, hoping that they can try and keep this one going. The Mikhail's Crucible was so good in that fight, and now Upset healing up. They want to keep going.
Super's playing at edge, but he has Valkyrie available, teleport available. Mirwin joins in now with the TP shield. Emperor's happy to tank it up, but the Dragon at 4K. You need Upset to carry the fight once again. Dominant gets pulled out with the polymorph, but they're turning on Emperor. The Super flashes away, but Emperor is not out of harm's way. The front line from Mirwin helping keep Upset at bay, but there's a slice and dice. Dominant's used to get into the fight. Upset on the back end, he's dead. Elyoya found the mark after the Infernal Soul goes with it. Flaty running for the hills while Elyoya charges them down. But even though it's messy, even though Fnatic finds something, it's not over yet. Jumping in, Elyoya onto Flaty. He gets polymorph, which probably saves the life of the mid laner. As Super gets charged by Razork. He went in solo. Razork just dies though. The core
position at the start of this that makes it so difficult for Fnatic to play, because you end up with the Pyros.
Baron and Fnatic, they had Razork die at the end of the play from Super, and so there won't be another contest.
At the same time, and now they're going to ship back across the mid.
Ulti though, they found Super. There's blast going there, doesn't get hit though. Valkyrie out of the way, Emperor is engaged. He's in a choke in a corridor, but Alvaro at the front line. Razork thinking about an angle, his teleport's going to be burned, but Mirwin stays on his right wing. Well, Jojo, now that he's here, I mean, now that he's firing away, Emperor goes to half HP, but MKOI are just going to do their due diligence, running in, never mind, Emperor sent over the wall. Jojo, he went in deep for this, but I think he's fine. Razork can't do the damage to kill him down as he runs out of the ulti. MKOI find a double, and Elyoya happy with the GA to run into Upset. And even though Upset will probably burn this GA eventually, how can he kill the rest? Clyde of Ruin gets Super to half HP between rolls is good. Super runs away. Never mind. I was wrong. Onto Upset. Ruthless Predator. Mirwin, he's going to do it. And so is Jojo as Fnatic have to run away. But it took a Crocodile running at Upset to stop any chance of a comeback for Fnatic. As MKOI are going to be on the Nexus first in this series. And Mirwin, Jojo, good fights that lead to the success. And a good love story for Jojo to open up the series.
I mean, clean from MKOI, using the fact that Jojo got such a good lead in the mid lane